So normally I start talking to you about basal rates on my pump, which are the pink. Okay, great. But then we also talk a bit about corrections, and they're the blue areas. And what corrections do is when your pump reaches the total amount of insulin it can give in the center, it will start to give you more insulin. And that's represented by the blue areas. It can give you more to keep you under your target and to keep you from stop going low. Doesn't always work, but it sometimes will work. Just for you to know that pretty much it's all the same as yesterday's today. I don't know why we sit there being that way, but we're being stubborn again. For me, the corrections work better than what I'm normally expecting. So let's lift you up. Now, I know this is really close, but the corrections algorithm, I have trouble with that word, always kicks in, and when you get your new 780G pump, you start, and the pump has to learn your body. And when it does, it starts to correct. And my biggest thing was I was always waking up in the morning with high blood sugars. And this was diagnosed as the dawn phenomenon. And, you have to make sure that you're not having lows at 4 in the morning. Trust me, I'm not having lows. The pump showed that, but it also got rid of the highs. So I'm able to sleep and wake up feeling better, normally. Lately we've been going through coming up with high blood sugars, and I think that's because we shut off corrections till 2. And what brought me today was I woke up at 7:20 and I was high blood sugar. And I thought it was again the middle of the night. Sorry, I'm moving again, let's move the camera. And I woke up and I thought, well, I have to give my correction. I had to give my correction. Either way, I was above 22.2, so it was probably around 23, 24. Didn't do a blood test. Took my shot and continued on. Okay. Now, how often does the pump correct? Well, the pump corrects 5 times for every 5 minutes. So let's just do the mathematics here. Let me get to there are 60 minutes divided by 5 equals 12 times times 24 equals 288 minutes. Checks your blood sugar every 5 minutes, and it could deliver a correction for 288 times. But there's also safeguards in there. And these safeguards are in there to protect your blood sugar and protect you so that you're not all of a sudden pump go crazy and decides to give you a whole bunch of insulin. That's not going to happen. I have full faith in my pump. Almost to the point is that I will, if I have to go to emergency, the first thing I say is do not touch the pump. Well, it's still giving you insulin. Yes, but it's giving me insulin on a safe level. And what I mean by safe level, yes, it would continue to um, give me insulin up to 288 times a day, but when I don't need it, it doesn't deliver it. And if I'm dropping and my blood sugar's dropping, it won't give me insulin. And that is awesome. So when I go into emergency, they say, oh, we have to take it off. And I try to explain to them that no, when my blood sugar drops between 3.9, maybe actually 3.5 or something, but my deliverance stops and it won't offer correction. It just keeps going blank. I'm sorry I have to keep changing this up and down, but so keeping your body safe is the most important thing. And I'll say it wasn't the pump. But then the first thing out of their mouth is, oh, your pump is making a mistake. If you send it back east, it'll come back and it will not be showing a mistake. The pump gets used to you in the first, I think, 72 hours. Gets used to doing it by how much sugar you're giving yourself, how that worked, and it gets used to you. So if you take your pump, give it to someone else, and try to run off that algorithm, I say it wrong, I apologize. It won't work. It'll end up probably giving them too much insulin, and that's it. So it can happen every 5 minutes. You're known by you as someone by these little blue lines. The pink is basal rate, so the pump is also giving me insulin as I need it to keep my body running. And that's what the pink lines are. So over here, you can't really press it because it changes. But here over the whole day, you see, when I went up high, I started to get a whole bunch of corrections. And with the help of me taking a shot, it kind of dropped quite quickly. So the pump does work for me. It's probably the best control I've ever gotten. And with that, explaining the correction tabs, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. See you at least tomorrow morning. And yes, I'll show you how the correction works. Have a great day. Bye now. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me